Hello, my courageous Capricorn, and welcome to your general weekend energy reading. And next week, this is a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest, or check out the other signs in your chart if you would like. Also, please do check out your moon reading and let me know if you like those. I did enjoy doing those, but I won't do them again if you hated them. And if you did like them, I will do them again. We are going to go ahead and do your weekend and next week energy reading with this regular deck. We don't do reversals. We'll do another regular deck to do your challenge card and 3 oracle decks to kind of give you a full scope. So without further ado, let's get right at it. Alrighty. So let's check you out, shall we? Okay, so what I see going on here, we have the 6 of Wands. So this is telling me that you have some opportunity ahead, something that you're happily moving forward into. This may be because you've just come out of a really crappy week and you're just thrilled to be through it and into the weekend, going into next week. This could become because you have something that you're looking forward to. So maybe some of you have spring break, you've got something planned, you've got something coming up, you've got something this weekend that you're really looking forward to doing. But I do see that you've got some excitement kind of coming, you know, that you're moving forward into, or an opportunity that you're moving forward into. So it does look like that is a little bit happy times coming ahead. So that's good news. I have the Hermit card here. And for many of you, I feel like this is a situation where, you know, I feel like you are kind of like coming out of a hermit phase, like maybe where you have been. I don't know if it's because of the weather, maybe you've been feeling ill. I know everything's been going around lately. Or it could just be that you have been so worked so lately, maybe like with first quarter kind of coming to an end. You know, you had the fiscal quarter or something at work and you've just really been banging it out, working your tail off, okay? And it doesn't necessarily even have to be like at a work job. When I say work, I use that term loosely because anything that you work at is work, of course. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, you know, I can tell you from having both positions in my life that that's more work sometimes than working in an office, for sure. But again, you know, I do feel like you've been in a place where you feel like you've been such a hermit lately. You've been like locked up, stuck in, not really social, not really out there, not really, you know, doing the things you wanted to do or exuding any sort of, you know, social butterfly vibes, okay? But I feel like you're more ready to do that. Maybe coming into spring, you're ready to kind of refresh, renew, and, you know, that's kind of part of this going forward. You know, I kind of feel like you're kind of moving out of a phase and into a better, happier, more joyful one. So I feel like your hermit days are kind of being left behind and you're kind of leading yourself out with your lantern here. And a lot of people do say that they either think that's the star in the lantern or the sun, either which is a happy, good, positive thing that you are leading with. So either way, good things, I feel like. And then you have the Ace of Cups. So this is even further confirmation to me that you are coming out of your shell, out of your hermitary type position, and you are becoming more of a social butterfly, or as much, if you're not a social person in general, as much of one as you can be, but much more than you have been, let's just say. You're feeling a little bit more like coming out, going and doing things, being out and about. You're exuding more of that charisma, charm, energy, that kind of thing. Maybe wanting to spend some more time with friends, family, things like that, than maybe you have been. Maybe you've been kind of like really feeling like, oh, it's just so down and crappy and cold and I've not felt good or whatever, and you've just not wanted to deal with anybody, not even answering phone calls or texts or whatever. And now you're just kind of really feeling more of this kind of motion forward to kind of like be involved. And again, this is, take it as it resonates for you personally. So, you know, if you're never a person who is like super center of attention, I'm not saying that you're going to be out dancing on the top of the bars, you know, in New York City, you know, in the middle of the night, but you might be more so inclined to, you know, chatted up on the phone with your friends than you have for a while, that kind of thing. But for whatever is more social for you, this is going to be a big, huge, giant step up from what you've been, because you're going from Hermit to Ace of Cups. So big, big leaps for you. Okay, so it's all relative, of course, you know, but there again, I do feel like you are really making a stride to kind of be more social than you have been. But let's get your challenge card and see what that has to say here. So you may have some things too coming up, you know, that you have planned too, that are going to help with that as well. You might have some like family reunions planned, picnics planned, barbecues planned, you know, athletic functions planned, reunions planned, stuff like that. So you may have some things like that planned ahead of time. And so that's something that you're really looking forward to. And that is a big, big thing for you, because it's not something you usually do or often do or even want to do. And this time you're kind of like, oh, okay, I don't mind. It'll be something. So that's a big, big deal for you. But let's see here. We have your challenge card is the Two of Pentacles. So this is letting me know that, you know, coming out of your Hermit stage too, you're going to have some choices here with some finances, or some juggling of finances that you might have to do in order to, you know, do the things that you want to do. So again, if you are moving forward and this is some excitement, let's say you're taking a family vacation, or you are going somewhere with the family, and this could be, like I said, what this movement forward is, it's spring break, maybe something like that. Or this is like you do have something planned where you're going somewhere for a reunion, or, you know, going out somewhere to events, to certain things. You know, you may have to juggle some finances. You know, this may not be something because it's not something you've been doing, because it's not something that you typically always do. It's something a little extra. It may be something where you're like, okay, this is not on my normal budgetary list, so I'm going to have to juggle some finances to make this happen. But you're more than willing to do that. I just feel like it's something that you're not normally used to. Okay. This may also be because it is across your Hermit card. I do feel like for some of you, this may be something where you all are picking up something extra to balance this. So if you are typically a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home wife and or husband, you know, father, stay-at-home father, same gender is neutral, but you decided, you know, hey, maybe I'll take a side gig, side hustle, moonlighting, whatever type of thing here, just to kind of help make some extra money now that it's kind of, I'm feeling like being a little bit more out and about and more involved and more this and that, because you've got that Ace of Cups energy. You know, why not? This opportunity's presented itself, or I feel like being a little bit out and about more. I've been stuck in the house for so long, I'm over it. You know, this may be your challenge, is you're taking on something new. You know, it's more money coming in too, and you're, you know, so it's a juggling of positions though, because now you're kind of trying to juggle, you know, home and work and different things that you're not used to. And it's a challenge. You enjoy it. Maybe you might love it. You might hate it. You might decide after a short time that it's not for you. But you might do that just for a short time anyway, to pay for specific things that you want to do, like a vacation, like spring break, like whatever, you know, tickets to something, whatever. But again, I do feel like it's something where maybe, you know, you are going to have to juggle for a little short time. You might try to juggle it. And it may be something that is a little bit challenging for you, because it's not something you've done, you know, or haven't done at least for a long time, maybe for many of you. So it could be a challenge there, but I don't think it's anything major. I don't think it's anything where you're, you know, struggling, you know, you're like, what am I going to do? How am I going to pay the light bill this week? Am I going to be able to eat this week? Or am I going to, you know, be able to pay for the mortgage? You know, I don't see that kind of situation at all. I don't see anything like that. It's just more like a little bit of like, you know, okay, so I'm out and about, I'm having a great time, but I might have to juggle a little finances for all my newfound excitement. Or I might take on something new because now I've got all these opportunities and I want to try something fun, and then you like it or you hate it, but either way it might be a challenge to balance. So let's see what we've got. This is the Psychic deck. We'll see what we've got to kind of elaborate on this Six of Wands moving forward. So we have rest and rejuvenate. And again, like I said, this may be something where you're just coming out of a week or a month or whatever, where you've been working your tail off and you're just happy to have a break. Maybe you've got a break coming. Maybe you've got like a vacation planned soon. Or something to look forward to. Okay, so maybe it's just the weekend, maybe it's just a staycation, maybe it's just spring break, time for time to chill, whatever it may be. Maybe you just have a massage planned. Who knows what small or large thing it might be, but it is something that you have to look forward to. And I do feel it's something where it's kind of pampering to you. It's helping you to rest and rejuvenate. I feel like that's what we were saying here all along, is that it's something where you were kind of like looking forward to being able to have that, to kind of, you've been working yourself a lot and you're ready to kind of have a little something to take the edge off, take a break. So I do feel like that is something you look forward to, something you deserve, something that you need. It's good for you. Self-love. It's absolutely positive and you deserve it. So what do we have here though that we can do? We can use the moon deck for this on your Hermit and your Two of Pentacles. So let's see what kind of information we can get on this, or clarification, get a little bit more going on here for us. Tell us something maybe about these. Some advice possibly. All right, so we have the masculine, and in this deck, the masculine is, again, it's not gender involved at all, but it means to be dominant, to take control, and to handle business, okay? So like be the dominant force. So again, this may be something where, you're coming out of your hermitary stage. You normally are the person who sits back and you don't you don't assert your control a lot. You don't assert your your charisma a lot, your excitement, your social butterfly skills a lot, but you have decided to come out, assert your dominance, flex your masculinity, even if you're a female, again, and you are trying to possibly do things that you have to juggle here. Or again, this may be something where, because your significant other, or financially somebody in your household is maybe needing some assistance, you've decided to, or just for fun, just because you wanted to, for a fun trip or a fun event, you thought, I'll take on this little extra side gig, side hustle, side whatever, to make some funds. And it's turned out to be something that you are doing. You are taking on a leadership role in this. You are kind of like, hey, I'm not just doing the home stuff, I'm also doing the work stuff. I'm taking on the world right now. It is a balancing act, and it can be a challenge. Okay, this is your challenge card, and it's a balancing act. But, to get through it, you are harnessing your masculinity. Okay, so you're harnessing your power, your strength, your authority. You are going into it. You're going to be taking it by storm. You're able to do this. Now, whether you like it or not is another story. You may say, this is killing me. It's draining me dry. It's fine. I can do it. Of course I can do it. I can do, I can sell these things, or I can do these side hustles, or I can work this moonlight shift, or do whatever, and still take care of the house and the kids and my significant other and, friends, family, and everything in between. I can do it all. No problem. But I also feel like I'd rather do just this, because I do better if I can focus on one thing and put all my effort into it. Maybe that's just what you decide. That's up to you. But this card is telling me that is what this card is about. This card is about you being the dominant person that gets to decide. You get to make the choice. You get to flex your dominance, your authority, your power, what have you. So again, I do feel like that there is going to be, you are going to go out and you're going to be more involved in the money-making situation, involved in the money-making decisions, involved in, planning, involved in everything. I just, Ace of Cups, involved in everything. I just feel like that is something that you're going to be flexing much more than you ever have. So for sure. And you need to do that to overcome this challenge of, any balancing of funds. If there's any issue with needing extra funds, you're going to handle that with your masculine power, energy, whatever, handled. Okay. If it's something where you're just wanting to do it to get out of your hermit phase and prove you can, masculine energy and power, you're going to do it, no problem. You know, that's going to be your fix-all right there. You've got that energy, you're going to harness it, you're going to throw that around, and it's going to be an easy peasy for you. I mean, you've got that handled, but whether you'll enjoy it or not, maybe is a totally different story, but you know, overcoming the challenge will not be a problem for you. I do not see that as a problem. So how about this Ace of Cups? What is this telling me here? All right, could this be a new relationship for some of you? Because you guys are really throwing out that charisma, that you're being more social. So let's see what we got here, if you're not already in one. The collective feels impacting you. Unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? Okay, so again, this is saying that if there's something blocked, okay, so this isn't up here where you're harnessing the control you want to control, the things you are choosing, because the masculine is all about what you're choosing to control, okay? But there may be something that's feeling blocked for you, okay? And again, this may be where we're talking about the hermit phase, where you were feeling like you were blocked, you didn't feel like you had any sort of contact with people, you weren't out there, you weren't doing things, you weren't social, you were feeling down and out, you know. Maybe you had come out of a relationship. If you are single, maybe you'd come out of a relationship and you were just feeling down and out about it, okay? Overworked, you'd thrown yourself into work, overworked, so you're like, all I've done is work, I have a crappy relationship or no relationship, everything's kind of been blah, you know? But now you've got this Ace of Cups energy, so people are paying attention to you. You're out and about, you're, you know, possibly even moonlighting or doing side gigs. You are being seen more, you're throwing charisma out like left and right, even if you don't necessarily notice it or mean to. And so that is unblocking that hermit vibe that you've been having, that negative feeling, that down and dumps feeling, that low frequency, if you will, okay? So what that is doing is it's the collective field's impacting you and unseen forces are in action. So this is where you are raising your vibe. You are having positive vibes that you're giving out. You are giving out positive charisma. You're giving out all these things. So if you are wanting to draw in, you know, someone now, if you are wanting to start a relationship, you will have plenty of opportunities. They will be coming at you left and right. If you're in a relationship, it will be bountiful, okay? But if you are single, if you're single and you're ready to mingle, this is going to be your time, okay? This is where you're no longer blocked up by this blasé feeling of hermitary depression or whatever it may be. You are ready to get out, start anew, maybe not jump into the dating pool, maybe not jump online dating or all that kind of stuff. Maybe you are, maybe you're not, but you know, definitely ready to get out of the house more, do more things, interact more, and people are so receptive to you that it's insane. You know, maybe even to the point where you're kind of like, whoa, but you are going to have so many opportunities. So whatever you want, you can have. And again, your masculine power, you can certainly throw that around all you want, really, because that's just going to raise your vibration to where you're, you know, you're showing, anytime you're showing that kind of, you know, swag or, you know, different kind of feeling of, you know, real confidence, people can read that, they can see that, and it will attract them even more. So I think that may be even more what we're saying here, that you can have whatever you want once you get out of that hermit type phase. So anyway, I hope this was resonated with you. If it did, please do let me know. Otherwise, please do like, subscribe, share, all that great stuff. And if you haven't had a chance to check out your moon reading, please do so and let me know if you enjoyed that. So hope to see you soon. Bye.